I'm not sure that there's any right answer to what is servant leadership. I think we've all read books and they all define servant leadership in various ways. For me, and I can only speak to what servant leadership looks like in my life, it's being willing to stand shoulder to shoulder with your team. I think you have to be willing to get in the trenches when you need to get in the trenches, but also be willing to pull out and sometimes make those decisions that are good for the institution, but maybe not readily apparent to everyone in the institution. And so then your role as a servant leader is to help convince them that the direction that you're pointing us is the direction that we want to go. And I think about the fact that at the end of the day, I think a servant leader, I think that their team accomplishes a lot of good and never once thinks of it as the leadership or the leader that's doing it. You almost take a back seat to the process by empowering your team to take the lead. And it stems from that idea that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that comes from that standing shoulder to shoulder with your team. So if we're going somewhere, I will get in the trenches with them and we will go together. I think it's different depending on what type of organization you're in. I'm in a highly collaborative organization, and so that's a natural thing for us to do. But I think about the military, right? So if the military is very much a hierarchical institution, and Randy, you were about as high up as you can get in the fire department, right? And I don't know if it's hierarchical or not, but even leaders that are in hierarchical organizations, I think, have an opportunity to show their teams that they care about what they're asking their teams to do. And I think that's the important sign of servant leadership. So that's what it means to me. I've read 1,000 other definitions of servant leaderships, and they're all right for those people that are talking about it. So for me, that's how I live out servant leadership.